My name is Cece. I'm an artist here in St. Catharines. I'm Anishinaabe through my father's side, and we have been reconnecting to the culture that was taken from us by the government you are all currently representing. These proposed changes would, among other things, ban signs, props, and flags in chambers. You can claim on Facebook and in chambers all you like, but this ban doesn't include clothing. But these are lies, since a similar ban has been used to disallow justice for Johnny Cronkite sweaters in the courthouse. To you, this is probably like taking out two birds with one stone. Following the same logic, does that mean this drum would not be allowed? Do you get to decide what constitutes traditional clothing? My medicine bag or my beadwork? All of these are symbols of resilience, of a culture I am so deeply proud to be able to reclaim and to fight for. But if you so decide, my sacred hand drum, my medicine, my beadwork can be reduced to mere props. My skirt could even be a prop if you decide it's not traditional enough. We watched at Queen's Park as security demanded a woman remove part of her hijab because it was a keffiyeh. Are keffiyehs considered traditional wear? What's to stop you from doing this under the guise of removing a prop? Why should we trust you? The language of these proposed changes is far too vague. These changes, whether you admit it or not, are very clearly because of your support for the Israeli state. I must ask you, do you think you know better than the ICJ? Because you shouldn't.
Point of order,
On the
Chair.
very land you
Point of
acknowledge
order.
before
I'm
every
sorry,
meeting
like,
is the
this is-
ancestral homeland of the Haudenosaunee.
We're having a conversation about a procedural bylaw change. We're not talking about the International Court of Justice. And if we can't stay focused on the issue, then what are we even doing?
This is a legitimate point of order. Please state.
You acknowledge before every meeting is the ancestral homeland of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe nations. Are you going to ban our medicine and our calls for justice as mere props and signs, all because you're inconvenienced by grieving Palestinians and First Nations alike? Why do we sit here and listen to you recite canned land acknowledgements then? In case you forgot, Treaty 3 was established to share territory, and look what you're trying to do, dominate it. I would laugh at the irony if so many lives weren't in ruin because of it. The impact of your motion is felt far more than whatever intentions you had. The purpose of a system is what it does. The purpose of this is to ban things you do not want, and we do not trust your decisions on what constitutes traditional clothing. In closing, at the end of the day, to politicians like yourself, every war is condemned except for the one that's happening right now. This one's a necessary evil. Every revolutionary movement is good except for the one happening right now. This one has no place in Niagara. It takes no courage to retroactively support or disavow anything. In a region that was once a part of the Underground Railroad, we deserve better and more diverse leadership than this. May the Great Spirit have mercy on all of you, and I pray that you find half the amount of kindness that the average Palestinian child has.
Thank you for your delegation.